Okay, done. Good morning, Chong.
Good morning. I see lawyer, usually I'm very scared. Good afternoon, guys. Today, I would like to welcome a very special guest, okay? Her name is Charmaine, okay? And I've known her for many years, okay? Charmaine is a lawyer, okay? She's a conveyancing lawyer with Tam Nizam and Partners, correct? Huh?
Hi.
Office located at Plaza Montiara, okay? So without further ado, okay, maybe Charmaine, you would like to introduce yourself and we chit-chat a little bit, about conveyancing. Yeah, maybe you'd like to introduce yourself first, Charmaine.
Hi, everyone. I'm Charmaine. I'm from Tam Nizam and Partners. I have been practiced for 16 years. I'm practicing in Plaza Montiara, KL. Yeah.
Good. Whenever I meet Charmaine, I always tell her, don't be so serious. Lawyer always very serious.
I look serious.
Okay, we jump to the first question.
Yeah.
Okay, Charmaine. What is, to the layman people, what is called conveyancing? You know, my English are not very good. Before I joined the real estate industry, I also do not know all these terms until I need to, go Google dictionary. What is conveyancing? Yeah, maybe you can share.
Conveyancing is a definition. Basically, it is a law. It's a dealing and in regards of anything to do with real property. So let's say like transfer of real property or any dealing of real property between one party with another party. Some other dealings is like loan, enter encumbrances, like private caveat or lease or tenancy. All of these are within conveyancing.
Okay, meaning in the legal sector, some of the lawyers are specialized in conveyancing, some are specialized in other things, put it
Correct.
this way.
Yes. They are conveyancing, they are banking, they are corporate, they are litigation. And in litigation, there are civil lit, criminal lit.
Okay.
So these are all special field that the lawyer are focusing on.
When does a buyer actually, engage a lawyer?
In terms of buy and sell of conveyancing. It depends
Before or
on
after, like signing the booking form.
Okay, it depends on what kind of sale we are talking and discussing. And if you're talking about developer sale or you are talking about sub-sale. So if developer sale, normally you don't engage lawyer.
Okay.
Because the developer has lawyer.
Yeah.
They bear legal fee. Unless the developer is not bearing the mortgage side, the loan side, and then you will engage lawyer upon you enter the offer from the developer to purchase the undercon property. For sub-sale, very much depending, but for me, I will personally advise the buyer to actually start discussing with their lawyer before they're entering the offer.
Yes.
Because the term of the offer itself is already a contract. They have to be careful on what they're entering in. Because laymen sometimes they don't understand the language and law. So it's better to ask your lawyer friend or if you have a family lawyer or whoever you know, better to consult them. What are the terms? Is this the normal terms or there is anything extra that you can put in to protect yourself during the offer period?
Got it.
Yeah.
But I personally, I want to share this. Many times when we share the offer letter to the lawyer before it's signed, there will be a lot of changes on the,
I agree.
I
agree.
So, I mean, of course, in the context of the real estate, we always say that, of course, the board has actually fixed the, but by right, can it be changed or can it be?
After the booking form is entered, all the terms in the booking form cannot be changed,
right?
Unless it is mutually agreed by both parties again. You see, so during meaning you enter the supplemental offer, then yes. But if not, then we normally have to follow the terms in the booking form. Therefore, if I'm personally acting for the vendor, so let's say the vendor will normally come to me and say, hey, Charmaine, can you help me and have a look?
Okay.
If the term is normally standard,
Yeah.
not running too far away or not
Yeah.
too biased, I am okay lah. But if the terms seems to be a bit biased
Yeah.
and sensitive, then I'll start to tell him, hey, hang on a second.
What are the common misunderstanding in terms of like you mentioned about the uncommon terms of usually that strike you one?
Strike me one, let's say on as is where is basis. Sometimes there are many different scenario actually that strike me. First, if a lawyer, when they look at the offer, there are many things that we have to be careful. First, whether it actually tailored to the needs of the buyer or the vendor or not. This is the first thing. Let's say a buyer needed a longer time to source financing for his balance purchase price. Then we will advise them that, hey, hang on, do you want to have an extra clause inside the offer to entitle you to actually get more time, more extension of time to actually secure a loan before you enter the S&P.
Got it.
Second one is also in terms of on the property side, on the ownership side, there are relevant searches that we need to conduct to ensure the properties and the owners, if I'm acting for buyer, the owners is safe, is not encumbered, and is not bankrupt. Because I've seen the cases where when the offer is entered, there is no bankrupt. The bankruptcy search does not show that the owner is bankrupt.
Okay.
But just right within 3 weeks' time, when we almost finalize the S&P, suddenly we conduct another search, which is a standard practice. So we conduct another search, the owner come bankrupt. Yeah, so that means that the vendor lawyer is actually aware that it is in the bankruptcy proceeding, but she did not disclose. Okay. So there are certain things and certain protocol that we have to do. So that's why, in my personal opinion, it is better to have a lawyer to consult when there is an offer. Not to say that whether the real estate agent's terms are okay or not okay. It's more on protecting the background.
Correct.
Yeah.
This is why I actually like Charmaine, as a lawyer, yeah, because I think we can work well together because the trust, the trust level, and all these things that really, I think many of my clients are also, many times I don't rush into things, so I also like to do things step by step.
Yes, have to be careful. It is actually protecting all parties. You see.
Yeah.
It was a quite recent experience. I encountered another bankruptcy matter also.
Yeah.
So then we under negotiation, but eventually I advised my client to take another unit instead. Yeah, because it's going to be a very long S&P period, and whether they can wait or not, or then urgently need the house is a different thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, people always hear SPA. When I first entered in the industry, really looking at the offer letter, how come got SPA? I was all SPA, confused, Yeah. Loan agreement, MOT,
Yes.
Maybe can you explain it in very simple and plain English?
S&P means sell and purchase agreement. Loan agreement, which is your mortgage loan, your housing loan. When you have a housing loan, then you will have to enter a loan agreement or facilities agreement with the bank.
Yeah.
MOT is actually memorandum of transfer. MOT is a form under the law, the land law, which is a standard form used by the land office to do ownership transfer. It's called instrument of transfer. It's a very big A3 size form.
Talking about the MOT, this do you realize that even when I first entered in the industry, after many years only I get to understand what such thing MOT, to be honest with you. Shy to say, yeah. But do you realize that a lot of Malaysians do not know about this MOT thing? Especially when they buy from the developer, right? They don't even know they have to pay for this.
Because during the time, for developer sale is different. Sub-sale is different. When you touch developer sale, you do not enter MOT when you sign the SMP with developer.
Correct.
Because it's under con, there's nothing you can sign, there's nothing you can transfer yet.
Yeah.
So you have to wait until the construction is complete. Then only developer can transfer the property to you, and then only the instrument of transfer will be there.
Got it.
So sub-sale is different. Sub-sale, everything is 3+1, 3 months plus 1 month time, you see. So immediately when we enter the sub-sale agreement, we will sign the transfer form. And then within 3 months, when we complete the sale, the property is transferred into your name already. So it's different. Developer sale, under con, you have to wait until the construction is different. Complete, meaning if let's say it takes 24 months or 36 months, then you have to wait for that period to complete first.
Yes, correct. And talking about the A3 size, can I know who printed this A3? Is it by you or is it by the land office?
Or by us.
By you. So
by
it
us.
is a mandatory to print in A3 size.
Yes, it's a standard form.
Okay.
It's a standard form. All the wordings are standard one. Yeah, and so we are the one who print the standard MOT, and then we are the one who let the buyer sign before we let the vendor sign.
Okay. Actually, out of topic a bit, I always wonder how come government or whatever cannot do it in digital. Why must still in A3, Actually, a lot of some of my sellers, sometimes I ask them for the strata title.
Yeah.
They do not have it in soft copy or
Oh,
yeah.
Oh no! Nowadays we started to practice already.
Oh really?
We started to practice on. I mean, the signing of must be original. Whatever that you go into land office, it still have to be original in a paper form and sign in a black fountain pen. That one cannot run away.
Cannot run away.
That one cannot run away. But in terms of strata title. Normally, when we do recording, we will send a soft copy record for clients to actually keep it. But we always tell our client when we hand over the strata title to them, don't misplace it.
Yes.
Don't laminate it. Whenever you laminate it or you misplace it,
like you mentioned, don't laminate.
Then thereafter, we have a big trouble because you need to go to the land office to apply a new title. That will take time.
Oh, it takes time.
It takes time, depending on which land office. Sometimes it takes 1 month, sometimes it takes 3 months, sometimes it can be 6 months.
But I thought it's printed here.
No, it's not. It's issued by the land office. Strata title is
issued. But print at your.
The MOT itself is printed by us. Sign it's like an application form that go into the land office, and then the land office will base on the MOT and to prepare the strata title.
Okay.
So
got it.
Then they will issue a strata title out.
Yes.
So if you lost the strata title, congratulations, you have to go and pay a lawyer fee again, and then issue a new title.
There's no way like we can walk in like a
land office. You can.
But a lot of process, right?
Yes, you have to do all the processing by yourself. You actually can do it by yourself. But if depending on which land office you can go and it's not one time, maybe 3 or 2, I don't know, depending on the registrar. Yes.
Got it. So whenever I meet Charmaine, a lot of questions on why cannot finish one. So if I ask maybe 3-4 hours podcast is cannot finish. Charmaine, what are the most common misunderstanding of buyers about legal process?
Misunderstanding.
For example, common one I share with you. I like to share lawyer. If I'm the seller, I like to share lawyer. I like to use the buyer's lawyer or
Oh.
SPA standard terms of. Is that right? I mean.
There's no right and wrong. Okay, but there's two types of misunderstanding. First one I want to bring up is sub-sale agreement is not a standard agreement. It's not a standard template. Okay, it is I think it is a bespoke agreement that tailor to the circumstances and the needs of the parties. So if you it's not like a developer sale agreement, so please don't always say sub-sale agreement is a standard one, because it has to be negotiated between both parties' lawyers, and we have to change the terms and structure it to capture the scenario and the circumstances at that transaction. So it's different. So the other one, like what you say, whether share a lawyer is okay. Well, it depends on the lawyer lah.
Yeah,
for me, of course, I'm a very good lawyer. I think I have very good ethics, so I think it's okay. But also depends on situation. Because I always highlight to the vendor whenever they ask whether I can join the case, then I will tell them, okay, if you want to use us as you don't want to have your own lawyer, we are only your stakeholder. We are not considered as your lawyer. We are the buyer lawyer. So if there is something happen in terms of the S&P, of course we protect the buyer, then I'm not protecting you. So you have to have this understanding, and you confirm you are okay, then we will proceed. But if you are not okay, you don't feel comfortable, perhaps it's better to have your own lawyer to take care of your interests. So if let's say in some cases which are complicated one, sometimes you will see comprehensive case, then it's advisable to have separate lawyer. If you know that sometimes we can sense it when we enter the offer, you see. So when we enter the offers, when we can sense it, then we will let them know, better we have separate lawyer, then you take care of your client's interest, I take care of my client's interest. So it depends on the sale and the transaction itself. And also it depends on the lawyer lah. Yeah. So if, let's say especially like cases if the vendor is in overseas, or when the case has the case involve executor, administrator, then we normally would prefer to have separate lawyer. Things like that.
Talking about executor, administrator, that one next topic lah. Every time these two words are very scared. Back to some maybe, I mean, for buyers especially, like you mentioned, at its ways basis, this word, lock, stock and barrel, this kind of word, which is, probably when you buy a house, agents will use this kind of term, which is not common,
Which is common.
Maybe not common for the buyer lah. Sometimes, correct. So when a buyer buy a house, very important is that, I think, what do you think of the let's say this is the house lah. Okay, it's selling as is ways basis. By right, I think as a buyer, when they sign the letter offer, okay, it should come with the inventory list.
Yes.
Like the item, the picture.
Correct.
The brand as well, right?
And I think very important, first, inspection have to be carried out in a very proper manner. Okay, cannot simply view house without letting buyer know the full information. First, inspection itself is very important. If there is any defect or let's say leaking, most of the time when you see sub-sale houses, people concerned about leaking, especially like condo. So is there any, you have to highlight to the buyer, have to disclose to the buyer. And then after that, of course, following with the inventory list. It's very important to identify what items are following with the sale and what item are not. Sometimes you see there's some chandelier, there's some painting which are very valuable, or piano and things like that, which is not under sale, then have to be expressed in the inventory list and I have to be expressed to the buyer lah.
I remember some funny story. One of my ex-colleague back then. So he was selling this landed property, Tropicana.
Bungalow.
So the house came with a fish pond. Fish pond had this beautiful koi fish, like expensive one, like. I remember the buyer also requested that because it's selling together with one koi fish, not more than 10,000 one. It's selling. They have to write there how many.
I have a case like
how
this
many
also.
quantity of fish.
Yes.
Yes. I want to ask you, in this case, for example, during, let's say, during the process of
if
transfer,
the fish die.
if the fish die. Similarly, let's say the house suddenly leaking one, not leaking one. Suddenly halfway big leaking.
It depends on the terms of the SMP. It depends on how the buyer lawyer and the vendor lawyer finalize the agreement. If the buyer lawyer is careful enough, then yes, some terms that if the buyer say, okay, let's say if there's no leaking now, and the pictures show that there is no leaking, but suddenly when we take the house there is leaking, and the clause actually provides that, okay, there is some if there is structure problem, then the vendor will repair it. Okay. Then yes, possible. It's still possible even though it's on accessory basis. But on the fish side, it is. I don't know, the picture cannot see but item that is. It depends on whether they want to adjust or not. But I do have cases like that also. I also have case like this. I had a bungalow sale last time. It has fish pond. It has durian tree, and then it is gated and guarded, and then upon the completion, luckily the fish has no problem, it's still healthy and swimming inside. But then the management cut down the durian tree. Wow. Because it's right outside the common area. There is a fire, or there's a fight after that. Yeah.
Something really,
yeah, because durian tree is very valuable. It's not 1 or 2 years you see. The durian tree is many years already. And this bungalow is very expensive. It is the buyer expressly wanted all the trees, and he cut it down. It's a bit some tongue.
Understand. What is the difference between sub-sales and developer purchase, legally speaking?
Very different. Okay, first, if you buy from developer, the property is brand new. You take keys from developer, everything is new. The house is new, and also it comes with CCC, right? It comes with defect liability period. You can claim defects from developer. It also comes with a standard SMP. Developer SMP, construction undercon SMP is governed under the housing development laws. So that SMP is standard. Is Schedule G and Schedule H. So a standard you can actually download and have a read and see what are your protection under the law. So you have late interest protection, late delivery protection. If let's say developer, he promised you to build the condo within 36 months, but it dragged more than that without any approval, then he is liable for paying the late delivery interest. Also, legal fee is absorbed by developer most of the time. You don't need to pay stamp duty until your title is out from the land office, which is after you take key. So that is a substantial cost at some time. Also, developers sell stamp duty. I believe there is an exemption. So that one, you may ask me in the next one. I can't remember already.
Yes, no problem.
But most important thing, one thing about developer sale is you have to bear the risk of construction. Because it takes 24 months, 36 months, or 48 months. So there is a risk on construction. Whether the developer can complete the construction or not, it depends. So normally, if you want to buy from developer, perhaps it's better to go with the branded one and the developer that have carried some goodwill and don't be careful do some due diligence first. So that's developer sale. Sub-sale is totally different from developer. Sub-sale is not a brand new house, definitely. You either use before and somebody stay in before, or then of course whether it comes with CCC or not is a matter of whether the vendor has it or not. So some property that do not have CCC, we have to be very careful.
Got it.
Or maybe the vendor lost the CCC. Perhaps you can ask your lawyer to take a further step to check with the relevant developer or the relevant authority whether you can extract a CCC out.
CCC means
certificate of completion
and compliance or something like that.
Yes. And then of course the other one is sub-sale carries another thing is renovation and extension of whether there is relevant authority approvals have been obtained when they renovate and do the extension, especially bungalow, semi-D and terrace houses. If the renovation and the extension, especially the extension, if the extension have not gotten the approval, then buyer has to be careful. You have to discuss with the vendor on this one. Okay, and the third one, but good thing is SMP for sub-sale is also as is where is basis. It's not template. You have to negotiate. Both parties lawyer have to negotiate and to tailor into what your buyer need, what the vendor want. So have to go through a negotiation. You have to do relevant searches. I actually write down here. You have to do relevant searches on the property, on the vendor, like what I said just now, whether the vendor is bankrupt or not. The title, whether it's subject to any encumbrance or not, private caveat,
or whatever,
dispute and things like that. So if the title is clean, it's only bank loan, then it's okay. But if they have some dispute, you saw some private caveat or registrar caveat, then we have to be careful. So sub-sale is more different. So it's more on contract lah. There is less regulatory protection. But one thing good about sub-sale, fast get key lor. 3+1. Very fast. The standard SMP time is 3 months plus 1 month time. So once you complete the SMP, then you can get key. You don't need to wait for so long. You don't need to wait for 24 months, 36 months.
Got it.
So one thing good about sub-sale if let's say the buyer already know that area of housing is mature and is nice and that's where he wants to stay, sub-sale is a good choice for them.
Charmaine can be property agent. What are usually the common delay,
on sub-sale?
On sub-sale.
Or on developer sale? Sub-sale. Sub-sale. Okay, common delay. Depends. What you mean is not 3+1, is it? Why it is not? Some cases are not 3+1. Some cases are not 3+1 is because the title, document of title itself. If let's say you are dealing with a freehold title, it is gonna be very fast, and it's complete within 3 months time normally. But if you are dealing with a leasehold title, then perhaps the vendor lawyer will need to get consent from land office first. So before land office give a consent, your 3+1 month cannot start. So it depends on which land office. So let's say you deal with KL land office and Selangor land office, then normally they have a standard period for the consent issuance. So perhaps you plus 1 month or plus 2 months, then that's the longest it can be lah. So in some time when you deal with leasehold land, it can be 5 months completion, 6 month completion. If let's say there is another type of delay which I mentioned just now, which the title is subject to encumbrance. If let's say we find out that there is a private caveat or registrar caveat or things like that, endorsed on the document of title, then you know there is problem on the title land already. So then we will need more time to negotiate. The vendor lawyer will need to go and find out why there is such thing. Is there a fight between the family, or is there some loan or something happened? Then we need to withdraw the caveat. Only we can resolve the sale and purchase agreement. And some of the reason of this delay may cause the buyer not to buy later on. So it depends on the situation. Normally we won't see a lot of cases like this, but let's say 100%, there may be 20% like this.
You see whether what I'm doing is correct. So usually when I meet a seller, when they want to sell property, nowadays what we will do is we will not just list the house name, we will ask for the title of us. Let the
do some due diligence.
Yes, correct. Seller send us the title, at least we can read,
Correct.
The rightful ownership, how many names are there, whatever as well.
But sometimes even title itself, because you may not see all the encumbrance and dealing.
Really,
Yeah. Okay. So the best way is to find out from the land office to conduct a land search. Then the latest land search will show all the dealing and all the encumbrance on that piece of document of title. Let's say like private caveat, sometimes you may not show in the grant itself, because the grant is when you buy and then you issue, and when you discharge from bank loan and then you change the title, that's it. But what if there is new dealing after the transaction, then you may not know. So it's best to do a land search. That is what we normally do.
And we also ask for, of course, this is a normal thing, monthly maintenance fee.
Yes.
How many car parks?
Correct.
Whether it's tandem or what.
Yes, to identify the car park is important.
Correct.
Yes, and also one more thing is to check the owner, whether it's bankrupt or not.
Correct.
That one is important also. Once you involve a bankruptcy, then it will take at least 6 to 9 months time. That is the shortest.
Okay.
So it depends on how. It's good to have a due diligence conducted before you draft your offer, because when you have a full information and you know the findings on your due diligence, then you can actually do more precise offer.
Yes.
Then the buyer will not
feel confident as well.
Yes, the buyer will. When they feel more confidence on you, then they will come back to you lah. Definitely.
Yeah, correct. Okay. We touched best a little bit on the government initiative, particularly on the first-time home buyer. This initiative has been around for years lah. Of course, recently Anwar just announced that it will be extended, to 31st December 2026. But anyway,
it's still 500,000.
500,000, right?
Yes.
And must be first property, 500,000.
Residential
First
only.
Property and residential.
This is very important. Third one, residential only. So it does not include commercial title, SOHO service apartment under commercial land. No, it cannot get the exemption one. It has to be 500,000 or below. So you 500, And $1 you also can get it.
Got it.
Yes, it's an exemption. It's a good it's a help lah. It's a very good things to boost the market for to encourage young people to buy houses. Yes.
Correct. And of course, I mean, it's not gazetted yet, just it's not gazetted. And another thing is the foreign purchase lah, from 4% to 8%.
Yes, that one is a new announcement. On the budget. It has become 8%.
Yeah.
But I mean, until 31st December this year, it's still 4% now.
Correct.
I mean, but until it is gazetted, and maybe starting from next year, then it will be 8% for foreigner. But coming back to the first home buyer, there are a lot of misunderstanding actually in the market. Sometimes when we do some purchase agreement, one of the reasons why we come back before the offer enter, we want to give some advice to buyer is because of this also. Because some of them, they will misunderstand that they are entitled for the stamp duty exemption. And then they proceed to enter the sale, but then they somehow find out later on that the title is actually a commercial title, and therefore they cannot entitle the money, the exemption, and they have to find a way to source the stamp duty. You see, it's quite some burden for them also, because it's not cheap. You see.
How to prevent this thing? So if let's say
look at the title, or if the title is not issued yet, ask the developer. Ask the developer what kind of property. If it's Soho, service apartment, then you will know the chances on getting the exemption is quite low. If it's under commercial title, if it's a condo under residential title, apartment under residential title, I think it's quite straightforward. Yeah, but when you touch commercial title, have to, let's say you see shop lots under the control, then you know that is a commercial title already. It's not definitely not residential title. So you need to confirm with developer, confirm the title, and see whether the exemption is permissible or not. Otherwise, we always advise client, you have to let me check the title first. Like that.
This whatever conveyancing topic is really broad. Want to many things to actually talk about. But while talking to Charmaine, I have in mind next session maybe we can talk about tenancy agreement.
Can we can talk about tenancy. There are a lot of sensitivity as well.
But anything, Charmaine, before maybe we end the session, anything else you want to add?
I'm okay so far.
You're okay,
Nothing else. Unless you have more questions to me, you can call me anytime.
Okay, Charmaine, before we end, I'd like to play a quick true or false game with you, okay?
Can?
Okay, if I buy with a partner, if I buy a property with a partner, everything is automatically 50-50?
You mean 2 person or more? It's not actually. So because in the instrument of transfer, the form itself, the A3 form that I mentioned, on the buyer side, we always have to fill in the percentage. Let's say if it's 2 person, normally we will put 50-50, unless there is an express request. Some people they want 60-40, some people they want 75-25. Let's say 3 person, some can be normally will be wanted, but in some case it can be 1 person hold 50%, the other 25-25. So it is possible to change the percentage of share in the title. So once we put it in there, and when they register a title, the title will reflect the percentage so said.
Okay. Not on this paper one, I ask.
Can?
Out of my mind suddenly, Today my wife is let's say is a foreigner. Okay. So to buy a KL property, minimum should be 1 million, right? So as
Yes.
long as I'm a Malaysian, my wife is a foreigner, can we still we join them, buy a property below 1 million, or it has to be automatically, as long as they're a foreigner enter already, like join them, for sure you buy Klang Valley property is 1 million above.
Yes, it is 1 million, and you have to apply foreign consent for your wife. So as long as a foreigner comes in, then the threshold will kick in. So the 1 million is applicable. And then for the half share, you have to apply a foreigner consent.
Got it. If next time sale, okay, topic a bit lah. Next time
Nothing
sale,
to do with the consent already, because the consent
the
is
RPGT.
different.
Kena only
The
the half
gate,
lah.
the rate for the RPGT is different.
Got it.
For you,
Yes.
you may be exempted fully if you've sold after full 5 years. But for the foreigner, she will still be subject to RPGT.
Okay.
So
the subject
depending
one
on
is
the
based on
shares,
the percentage lah.
Yeah,
If
percentage.
50-50, hers will be 50.
Correct.
Kena.
Yeah.
Okay. You can skip hiring your own lawyer.
I think I would advise that. To be honest, I would still think to protect your rights under the sub-sale, it's better to have your own lawyer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because true. Because like sometimes buyer or seller they'll ask me, hey, can I don't engage a lawyer or whatever? Can I share? I always tell them, this money cannot save lah. Really, right? Because all this legal term really.
Yeah.
Agent like me, layman, really.
You don't know, sometimes it will be, you look at it, it looks very standard, but sometimes suddenly it comes out to be, out of standard. Because let's say, okay, when we see a title, it's a condo, it's a very standard one. Suddenly when we want to enter a sale, then we find out that, when we do due diligence, we find out that, hey, hang on, this one is, we have to apply a Bumi consent, So, if it's 2 lawyers, then you have to be more transparent already. Correct. So it's better to have one lawyer to protect their rights, especially if the owners are not in KL or not in Malaysia. Yeah, that one we would think it's better to have 2 lawyers.
Okay. Thank you, Charmaine. Thank you for all the session today. I hope that moving forward we're gonna have more session, with Charmaine. Okay, to talk about. I think the next one will be tenancy agreement. Something quite interesting as well.
If you guys have any questions about law, you can drop on law. And then Chow can come and ask me, hey Charmaine!
Can. I mean, all this is, we hope to add value, add value to the audience, Yep. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, Chow. Bye.